Hello and welcome. My name is Christina Dwyer, and my partner, who you will meet in the second half of this video, is Margaret Jacobson. We're here today to share with you a project we've been working on in which we hope you will find helpful steps to help integrate empathy into your classroom setting. This project first came about when Margaret was working with students and realized there was a lack of tools to help teach students what empathy was and the value it had in the classroom setting of young students. In our project, you'll find 7 lessons. Each lesson plan covers different theory and shows how empathy can be incorporated into a multitude of curriculum. The first lesson in our unit plan is on literature comprehension. Using the connectionistic model along with the psychological model of teaching and learning process, the lesson plan centers on students identifying different parts of stories: who, what, where, when, why, while working in a partnered setting and sharing ideas and information. The second lesson plan is math curriculum that makes use of Skinner's theory of apparent conditioning. The lesson guides students in learning number place values and how to read numbers, working as a team. The third lesson plan is literature comprehension and uses Piaget's theory of cognitive development strategies and stages. In it, the students are working to learn how to identify story order along with how to compare and contrast multiple stories. The fourth lesson is a physical education curriculum. It focuses on Vygotsky's theory of child development. Through this activity, we are guiding students to push their social interest into a teamwork-driven setting. Students will participate in a series of relay races, working as teams, and learning to be empathetic to each other during their races. I am now going to pass it over to Margaret, who will conclude the rest of our project. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Margaret Jacobson, and I'm going to talk about lessons 5, 6, and 7. The 5th lesson centers on learning theories, specifically focusing on Albert Bandura's ideas about modeling. A continuation from the previous week, the 5th lesson asks students to present a first draft of their posters about inclusion to the rest of the class and to provide helpful written feedback to their peers. Modeling constructive feedback at the beginning of the lesson will ensure that students value and respect ideas that are different from their own. In the 6th lesson, students will go to the computer lab to research inclusion. The students will be researching how others feel when they are excluded and how children can work to include everyone. We incorporated the critical thinking theories discussed in week 6 by promoting discussions with peers and adults throughout the unit plan. And in response to Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences, discussed in week 7, all of the lessons in the unit plan aim to provide different ways to access the same content. In the final lesson, students will provide written responses to questions about inclusion. They will reflect about times they have included and excluded others and how it feels to be included and excluded oneself. The questions contained in the lesson encourage students to think critically about their past experiences with inclusion, an essential component to developing empathy. Thanks for watching, and we hope you've enjoyed learning more about our project.